I am down here and I'm ready to go shopping on my shelves. I grabbed these glasses down from my basement annex because I'm going to get ready for my speakeasy theme sale, which is going to be all barware and related items. So I grabbed these tumblers here because they make good cocktail glasses too. These are the short tumblers. And I have a few more things to grab downstairs. Let's go shopping. I am down here and I'm ready to go shopping on my shelves to find items to put into my speakeasy theme. And these are the first ones. They're coat of arms cocktail glasses. So those are going to go in here. See, I think I can probably stand them up and put those in there. I might lay them down. We'll see how this goes. I don't want this basket to fall over. The other items, they're right here. I wanted to grab these decanters. Oh my goodness, that is way heavy. So heavy. Let's see how I can do this. I don't want all this breakable glass all together, but I also want to get this all up in one swoop. I got to rethink my basket here. Okay, I carefully got those decanters in there with my bar glasses. I think I'm going to take this up as it is because it's super heavy and I want to be careful with it. And then I'll come back to get some more. I almost forgot. I wanted to grab this too. I want to put that in my metal show. Today is a listing day. I want to keep adding more vintage items to Niknax. But I also want to add summer items to eBay and Poshmark. So I'm listing up these women's sandals. I removed the candle from this item, so I'm relisting it. And I also listed up these Corral dishes to eBay and cross-posted them to Etsy and Niknax. I am adding these beautiful cobalt blue goblet wine glasses to my speakeasy theme on Niknax. Now that I removed those holly leaves that were glued to the top of this boho wicker tissue box, I am relisting it. I am starting to add more Christmas because Christmas in July is coming up sooner than we think. I just love these vintage barware glasses with the coat of arms on them. I'm throwing in some napkin rings too. And I'm listing up the trinket dishes that I got in Florida, along with this beautiful pottery flower frog and the Yankee candle holder. And of course, the decanters. That one is lead crystal and is so heavy. I am also adding in the stopper and the decanter that I just brought up from my basement. This is an interesting piece. It is definitely vintage. It is Sheffield silver and it has an anchor hocking glass dish on the middle of it. I am running one more vintage variety live sale before I do my speakeasy theme. This is all spring and summer items. The handmade pottery piece with the flower frog in it sold right away for $14. I just knew that was going to be a quick flip. I also sold this made in Japan general store trivet that you can hang on the wall or set it down on your table for $9. Now I am hurrying up and listing all of this mid-century modern barware with the silver banding on it. I just love it. I am also adding in these playing cards. They are new in box. I have been talking about this for months. I wanted to do a speakeasy show and I finally got it all together. initially I thought I didn't have enough of the barware, but then I started to remember. I'm like, oh yeah, I have those cocktail glasses I haven't listed yet. I have these cordials. I have the rocks glasses. Then I bought all of this silver banded barware right here. And I kept thinking about it. I'm like, well, I can add in the tray. I added in the Can Girl. It's ephemera, but they're invitations. I added in some playing cards. So I threw a couple of extra items into my show. And I'm finally going to do a live sale on Niknax.net. I even have a little Christmas because they are shot glasses. And I have some regular drinking glasses in there, goblet style. And these little plates back here, I just love the theme of them. I love Paris. For the speakeasy, I made myself a drink. That is actually peppermint tea, as in herbal tea. I can't drink alcoholic drinks while I'm doing my live sale. And my coaster here says, an olive counts as a veggie. Perfect for my show. I am ready to go. Aren't these so pretty? I had these for my live sale, my speakeasy live sale that I ran last night. And they were the only items that sold. They're Pioneer Woman. And they're just this beautiful iridescent. Look at that color. So pretty. I think Pioneer Woman items are starting to get a little more popular. I paid $6.99 for these, and I sold them for $18. I initially started my speakeasy live sale on Niknax.net at around 8:30. But partway into that show, I decided to end it early, and I rescheduled it to catch the late night crowd. I love doing the late night shows, so I rescheduled it for 10:45. And when I ran that show, within the first 5 minutes, I sold those glasses that I just showed you, those iridescent glasses from Pioneer Woman. And then I didn't sell anything after that, but that's okay. This is a very niche show, and I know that I'm kind of like stepping out of the box, taking a risk. I like doing that sometimes. You always learn from that. It's always a learning experience. You don't knock it out of the park every time. So, of course, I try again. I ran my show again at 2 p.m. on Monday, in the afternoon, mind you. Not exactly a good time to run a show on vintage barware. And I did that for a little bit. I also ended that one fairly quickly. I'm like, I don't know that this is a good time for it, but I'm going to run it one more time. And then after that, I'm just going to incorporate all of this vintage barware into my normal vintage variety shows that I run all the time. I have sold lots of vintage barware mixed in with all my other items that I sell. The vintage glass, the pottery, the trinket dishes, all of that. So that's my plan. I'll let you know how the next show goes. So I decided not to run my vintage barware live sale by itself again. I added back in vintage variety. So I kind of combined it, and I still have a lot of vintage barware. I ran the show for about a half an hour. I didn't have any sales, and that happens sometimes. I did run it in the middle of the day at 1 p.m. on Tuesday. So I think I'm going to go back. The lesson learned here for me is do vintage variety and then sprinkle in my vintage barware here and there, instead of trying to do a completely themed show. But that's not going to stop me from doing my metal show. That's my other one I want to do, because they did a metal train where all the items were either 100% metal, or they were metal and wood, or metal and glass. So I am going to put that together, although I don't think I have enough metal items. So I think I'm going to do like metal and wood, do like rustic wood, or have wood items in there. I think I'm going to do it like a combined show, so it's not going to be 100% just metal. So that's my next experiment. You can never learn if you don't take risk, if you don't try it, if you're always afraid, like, what if I fail? What if I fail? It's not a failure. You've always learned something from it. So my ego isn't hurt or bruised or anything. I'm just going to keep going. I have sold like so much of this set back here, and those are my last 3 pieces. The fact that I didn't sell them in these shows doesn't mean anything. It just means the right buyer didn't come along. So that is my plan. Oh, look what I got out. The rest of the mystery bag of napkin holders or napkin rings. So my other video, I got the price all wrong and did my math all wrong. So he gave us $1 off of each of the bags, because in the other bag, and I don't know, there could be ones in this bag too, there was broken pieces in it. So he's like, I'll give it to you for $8.99, but the whole store was 50% off. So that means I paid $4.49 for this bag, and the same for the other bag. So in this video, I got the math correct. This looks really interesting. I'm seeing a lot of fish. I see some lighthouses in there. Let me get it open. They have it taped shut, so it's going to take me a second to cut that open, and then we'll get to it. I am just now realizing as I'm looking at these are all made out of wood, maybe some other things in there. That'll play good into my whole metal and wood show that I want to do. Although I don't want to do a show with 100% napkin rings, but maybe I can pick out a few. I'm already seeing these ones with the shells, so these are different. Oh my goodness, they're wood on the back with the shells glued to them. You know what? We were just down in Florida on vacation. If I lived down in Florida, I would definitely have these. These might have come from somebody's beach house, whether it's the Jersey Shore or down the East Coast. Look how fun these are. All right, let's put them over here. Well, I'll try to display them as I get them all out. Those look like a bracelet, but too small. Maybe a kid. Oh, we got 2 orange and 2 lemon. Oh my goodness. Perfect for spring and summer. So I do parties in my impromptu, very casual parties out in the backyard. We do bonfires and things like that. I would love to use some of these, and I might use them myself a little bit, where I might just wrap up like paper napkins or paper towels or something in these, and other vintage items that I picked up along the way, and have them out there, because we usually have like food and snacks and drinks, and then we do the bonfire when it gets dark out, but we start everything right before sunset. Look at these fish. I think I'm definitely going to be using these. I might list them and still use them, and then I don't know, like that was, I guess they don't, oh yeah, they stand up. Okay. Oh, there's the 4th one. Okay, good. We got 4 of those. 4 of each of everything so far. Oh, these are, that is wood, but that is heavy. It's almost like a resin. These might be resin. It says made in China. Oh my goodness. So I see 3. Okay, only 3 of these. But I'm going to reach over right next to my light box here. Do you guys remember that I got this? How fun is that? You could have some of them with napkins in these and some in these. I have to clean this up. I didn't list it. I went to list it the other day and I realized it's really dirty, but it's wooden. So I'm going to have to take like a toothbrush to it to get in there and clean that up a little bit and be very gentle because I don't want to break that little string or anything. So I got a little work to do on those, but how fun are these? And then let's see what the last set of fish are in here. You know what? I think I'm just going to do this. There we go. Very carefully dump those out and throw that behind me. Oh my goodness. These are awesome. Oh my goodness. Look at them. Big giant fins. I like that they're blue and what is that, like a red or peach color? Oh my goodness, look how fun all of this is. Well, I hope you enjoyed me opening up my mystery bag of napkin holders. And then I'm going to incorporate that into my shows, but that doesn't mean I'm not going to have a little fun with them myself. I have no idea how much I'll be able to sell these for. Do you have a favorite of the ones that are in the light box today? Please subscribe to my channel. I am trying to grow my channel. Comment down below. I love reading your comments. And I will catch you guys on the next one. Oh, before I let you go, I am going to be traveling down to Ohio, not once, but twice. The first time I'm going to be meeting up with a couple of my fellow resellers. And then when I get back from that trip, I'm going to be back down with my neighbor who's going to a conference. And while she's doing that, I'm going to be thrifting. So stay tuned for those. I love thrifting down in Ohio.